Hello, denizens. Your former network executive presents Greenlight or Not, Fox Network's newish sitcom Going Dutch, starring Denis Leary. I'm trying to hurry this out as I was late getting to it, and there's a rumor it's already been canceled, but it won't affect my perception, honestly. Also, as you can tell, I have a cold. Sorry. You got to do what you got to do. You might have noticed I'm returning to my network roots more often lately and checking out the a renaissance, it seems, of sitcoms returning to network TV, such as Abbott Elementary, St. Denis Medical, Switching Gears, and Going Dutch. And of course, there are interesting comedies on streaming. The recently concluded What They Do in the Shadows, English Teacher, Only Murders in the Building, and Nobody Wants This. And I'm sure there's a few others that I've missed. And no, Hacks and Bear are not comedies, but the award shows can't seem to figure that out. I don't get it. Let's dive into Going Dutch with my 9-step empirical analytic method for whether to green light or not this show. Hopefully I survive till the end. Number 1, an easily grasped and engaging premise. Our lead character, Colonel Patrick Quinn, played by Denis Leary, was expecting to command an American service base in Germany, but because he was caught bad-mouthing on video General Davidson, played by Joe Morton, the general has arranged for Quinn to take command of a service base in Stroopsdorf, Netherlands, as punishment. Hence, the Going Dutch title. The base is an undisciplined disaster. Worst of all, it is commanded by his daughter, Captain Maggie Quinn, played by Taylor Misiak. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. It was the cold. Colonel Quinn is determined to get the base in fighting trim so he can get back his German assignment. He doesn't want to be in the Netherlands. If it sounds a bit contrived to you, you're right. Contrived premises usually don't work. Just compare this to Appalachian hillbillies strike oil, become rich, and move to Beverly Hills. Or how about man finds out his wife is really a witch? Done. Of course, a big part of the joke will be to involve those damn Dutch cheese eaters with their strange customs, wooden shoes, dykes that have nothing to do with lesbians, and peaceful ways. I'm not convinced. I'm giving this a 3 out of 10. Number 2 is casting, and here the show's prospects improve significantly. Denis Leary is a great choice for Colonel Patrick Quinn. His XO, Major Abraham Shaw, played by Danny Pudi, was very funny in Community, and he's excellent here. Taylor Misiak is an unknown quantity. She's cute, can act, but she has no chemistry with her dad. And I thought her character was more of a distraction than an addition. Adding daddy issues to this military comedy didn't cut it for me. Score 6 out of 10. Next up is a home base. This was easy. Stroopsdorf, with its comedy name. Location name is not just home base, it's a military base, so 9 out of 10. Number 4 is great stories, well written. I thought the jokes were strained, though plentiful. The convoluted premise meant not many of them were very organically sourced. I got the feeling that the show couldn't decide if it was Hogan's Heroes, Animal House, or Police Academy. General Davidson was not much of an antagonist, and the Russians weren't set up to be much of a threat, which I thought was odd. The main failure of this pilot was the relationship between Quinn and his daughter. It didn't work. The only way this show might have worked would have been to have Quinn dealing directly with the ragtag bunch of slackers and getting thwarted at every turn. And even in that regard, apart from super slacker Corporate Elias Papadakis, I believe, played by Hal Kumpston, the characters were far from clearly defined. Lacey Mosley as Sergeant Dana Conway, the procurement specialist with the room full of ill-gotten merchandise, was a big nothing. She was cute, but a big nothing. Rule number one in a sitcom is clearly defined, funny characters. And those characterizations have to come to life the moment they open their mouths. Think of Carla on Cheers. There was none of that here. I'm giving this 2 out of 10. Number 5 is production values. Show looked fine, though you could tell it was done on the cheap. 8 out of 10. 6, returning to equilibrium. I don't know what equilibrium is for this show. Quinn comes in ready to tear a strip off the soldiers in the compound and ends up mildly reconciling with his daughter. So, what is the show about? 3 out of 10. Item 7 is, does the show have legs? Based on this pilot, I don't know what episode 1 of season 5 would look like. I think there would be hope if Russia was the existential threat. Then I could see some possibilities. 3 out of 10. Next up is the creative team. The man behind this show is Joel Church Cooper. It looks like he has written stuff that has made it to air. I have never heard of any of these projects of his, and apart from Brockmire, none of them have managed to exist past a few episodes. But I'm rooting for you, Joel, not for going Dutch, but your future efforts. So I'll give this a 5 out of 10. Finally, do I want to see the next show? Am I at all curious? Yes, I honestly was, for the reason that I needed to see what the hell they were going to do with the show. I am sad to report episode 2 was horrible. No stakes that I cared about. No situations filled with pending anxiety. And by that I mean the best sitcoms will get audiences to anticipate a delicious situation like the I Hate Rachel episode of Friends featuring Brad Pitt. I'm giving this a grudging 4 out of 10. In conclusion, I think there is actually something here. I enjoyed Leary and Puddy. The final score is 33 out of 90, or 36%. That is a fail, my friends, which means the green light or not is unfortunately no. I would not have greenlit this show. Did you see it? What did you think? Till next time, Denizens, be seeing you, hopefully.